village of Fusha, Makino's little bar was always the liveliest place whenever the red-haired pirates dropped anchor. Laughter and tales of adventure echoed between clinking glasses, filling the air with warmth and mischief. At one of the tables sat young Luffy, his eyes wide with admiration. To him, there was nothing greater in the world than becoming a pirate like Shanks. One calm afternoon, the mood suddenly changed. A mountain bandit named Higuma strutted into the bar, his tone dripping with arrogance.
Sorry, sir. The beer stock here is out of stock.
He demanded sake, but Makino explained that every drop had already been drunk by Shanks and his crew. Higuma's expression darkened. He glared at Shanks, calling him a coward, and smashed a bottle over his head. But Shanks didn't fight back. He simply laughed, gently picking up the broken glass. Luffy's tiny fist clenched in frustration. In his eyes, Shanks's calmness looked like weakness. When Higuma finally left, Luffy was still fuming. He wanted to prove he was brave, to show Shanks what true courage looked like. His gaze fell on a small wooden chest sitting on the counter, something the crew had brought back from their travels. Curiosity got the better of him. Without hesitation, Luffy flipped it open and found a strange-looking fruit inside. Thinking it was just food, he bit right into it. At once his body felt odd, his skin stretched, his arms elongated like rubber bands. Everyone in the bar froze. Shanks turned pale. "That's a devil fruit, Luffy! You can't swim anymore!" he shouted in disbelief.
Luffy! Have you eaten the fruit in the box?
Luffy stared at his stretchy arms in confusion, while the crew stood somewhere between horrified and amused. That day, Luffy learned more than just the meaning of restraint. He lost the ability to swim, but gained a body that could stretch beyond reason. From that small seaside village began the story of a boy who would one day shake the world. The rubber-bodied dreamer destined to become the Pirate King. A few days after the incident with the strange fruit, the village returned to its peaceful rhythm, until Higuma reappeared, swaggering into town with his gang. He confronted Luffy and once again mocked Shanks. Luffy, hot-headed as ever, shouted back that Shanks was a true man of the sea and demanded that Higuma take back his words. That was enough to enrage the bandit. He seized Luffy, tied him up. Not long after, Shanks and his crew arrived, and the atmosphere shifted instantly. Shanks smiled as usual and calmly asked them to leave the village, but the bandits only laughed louder. Then, one of Higuma's men smashed a bottle right next to a member of Shanks's crew, and in that moment, the laughter stopped. Lucky Roo moved faster than a blink, one shot, one bandit down. In seconds, the cheerful pirates turned into hunters. The remaining bandits panicked, realizing too late that these clowns were seasoned killers of the sea. Amid the chaos, Higuma escaped, dragging Luffy as a hostage and fleeing toward the ocean. He believed the mountains were his domain, but the sea belonged to Shanks. Out on the waves, the story reached its climax. Higuma taunted Luffy before throwing him into the sea to drown, but a sea monster emerged. Higuma was devoured. Luffy was seconds from death, until Shanks dove in and rescued him, losing one of his arms in the process.
Go away, you monster.
As the storm of fear subsided, Shanks's smile returned. "It's just an arm," he said, looking at the trembling boy. "I'm glad you're safe." Soon after, as the red-haired pirates prepared to set sail once again, Shanks knelt before Luffy at the docks. The sea breeze swept through his red hair as he placed his cherished straw hat on the boy's head. "Take good care of that hat," he said, his expression proud yet wistful. "Return it to me, once you've become a great pirate."